I want to talk about dating costs.
Okay. Are you single or are you married?
I'm single.
Any children?
Yes, I have three girls.
Mm. You gotta hold the phone steady. What do you want?
Um, I mean, my issue is I work too much. That's my issue. I work a lot. I'm always at work, mostly
How,
12 hours a day.
how old is your youngest?
13.
How many hours a week are you working?
I work about 5 days and I have 2 days off. I
How, ma-
co-parent with her father.
how many hours a week are you working?
Um, Almost 45.
Man, got a normal work week.
Yeah.
You said that's the problem. Ain't the problem. I want to hear at least 80. So if working ain't the problem, what is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I'm not sure. I mean, I put myself out there, you know. I'm
Well, what's the outcome that you want?
I'm looking for companionship. I'm looking for marriage, I have some standards.
Have you been married before?
I've been engaged twice to the same person. The first
Engagement
time
queens, y'all.
the first time I was honest, I told him I wasn't ready, and the second time
Why marriage now?
I'm being honest. I felt at the time I wasn't ready at the time. And now I'm
Okay.
ready.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Dress size?
I'm sorry.
Dress size?
My dress size, I would say 14.
How much you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
Well, I actually weighed myself today. I was 213.
Okay. So your man is 355 pounds. That's the way you need to start looking for men. 355 pounds or more.
Why would you say that? I'm just curious.
Because you're 213 pounds.
So you saying I have to lose weight to get the
Hmm?
ideal man that I want? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying you're not the ideal woman that men want. You weigh more than a man. That's why 2.3, y'all. 213 pounds or 5 foot.
I'm very
How?
confident. I'm very confident
How
in
tall are you
myself.
again? I don't
I'm
care.
sorry.
How tall again?
I'm 5'4".
5'4". Man, you are 35 pounds over the average weight for the average black woman, and she's 60 pounds overweight.
Okay.
So you asked, why
Thank you.
can't. So men who are looking to marry
Okay.
are not looking for women that weigh more than they do.
Okay.
They want to be able to carry them across the threshold.
Okay. I'll work on that. I
Well, I
mean, I
mean,
used I used to be physically fit, but when I started driving buses maybe about 4 years now.
okay.
So,
What was your last
and that
relationship?
my last relationship. Well, actually, my last relationship was maybe about, I want to say last year, maybe around November.
How long did it last?
Not very long. I
When was
put
your last relationship over 2 years?
my last relationship over 2 years was in 2017 when my fiance proposed to me.
The fiance
And
is the father of one of your children?
no, he's not. I met him in school. We
So I got,
reconnected from
but you
social
got three
media.
children, but how many different men? Two, three?
Three. Hmm.
Okay, so this is what men don't seem to understand. How women can go out and have one, two, three husbands because it used to require a husband to have a baby.
Right.
So you should have one husband, two husbands, three husbands. Was
Right.
the was the person who you had your first child with, was he the person you lost your virginity to?
There was a circumstance that there
Was
was
the
a
person you
something.
no, not just the
Mhm.
person you've had your first child with, was
Yes.
he also the person you lost your virginity to? That's just a yes or no.
No.
Okay, so the person you lost your virginity to should have been your husband. That's
Correct.
four. So you should have had one, two, three, four husbands. So you're out here at how old again?
I'm 35.
35, and you would have been married 4 times. You would have had 4 husbands to not be a virgin, to have 3 children
Well,
by 3 different men.
can I be
No, no,
honest?
no. Let me finish. This is how human beings have evolved.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because we make it okay now, still men are saying for a woman to have 3 children by 3 different men, that needs to be 3 husbands.
Right.
And she had sex. That means the man she married should have been a husband. So
Right.
you're looking for a 5th husband. You're looking for a 5th husband, and you ain't even 40 years old. Why should you have 5 husbands?
Well, can I say something? Can I just?
You can answer my question.
You
can answer my question, then you can say what you have to say. But you can't just when I go through all that trouble.
Okay.
It's kind of rude to just go past my question.
You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize.
So the way this scenario looks, you'd be looking for your 5th husband at 35. Why should any woman have 5 husbands?
They shouldn't. That's insane.
Thank you. So go ahead.
I understand what you're saying, and you're being completely honest with me. I thank you for your honesty. Like I said, my childhood wasn't, peaches and cream. I just want to be transparent. I was raped when I was 16 years old, and I had a child, and that's how my life started. Throughout the diversity and everything that I've been through in my childhood, I feel as though I'm at a place in my life where, I've gotten myself together, financially.
We don't care about your money.
I understand that. I heard you say that to the previous person, but I was just saying that.
I want to skip all the way but that's the point. You guys care about that. It's not how men pick. So even if I take into consideration your trauma as a teenager, still doesn't change the ultimate fact of you had 2 more children.
Right.
And you were 213 pounds. Okay? This is why people think I'm an asshole, because I stay on task.
No,
life happens to us all. I was just speaking with a lady who was dealing with her own issue. We all have something.
Right.
But you have to be what a man wants in order for him to give you the highest honor a man can give you. You gave 2 men the highest honor you could give a man, to have the child.
Right.
And you didn't require marriage. So why are you requiring it now? Because you feel like you're ready? That's not how that works.
I get it.
So
what advice do you have for me now?
Okay, well, so let me ask you. Let's just say you believed me. Let's just say you believe me. And I said, ma'am, in order to find a husband, you need to drop down to about 140 pounds. And then after that, you can get married. Would you do it?
I would. But I'm going to do it for myself. I'll do it.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit?
Yeah, you need to do it for us and yourself. See, the instincts are wrong. Every other race of women does stuff to please their men. They say, I'm going to stay fit and thin because these men like it. Our women, I'm going to do it for me. That's why y'all are unmarried.
Wow.
White men ain't rushing to marry you. Do other women, groups of women act like y'all do? Do you hear Becky talk about I'm strong and independent, don't need no man? What other race of women sit back and tell you all their struggles and traumas and wear them like a goddamn badge of honor? Black women don't own the market on misery and trauma. Mm-hmm. I know plenty of women who came from rural China.
Correct.
Who could look at what you saying and be like, you live in the freest country in the world.
Right.
So my point is, with that attitude, I'm ready to be married now because I'm ready. Okay, then fine. Then what is a man going to get with you? You're ready to be married. Great. What does a man get with you being his wife?
What does a man get with me being his wife? I mean, I know my place and I know the roles that I'm supposed to play as a wife.
What are those?
Um, I would say honor and respect. I would say that would
Mhm.
be my first for me. The typical stuff: cook,
It's not,
clean.
let's say, cooking and cleaning, due respect, it's not special anymore. Hold on, listen what I'm
Okay,
about to say. You got to cook and clean for yourself.
right.
So it's not like you get doing that for him.
Okay,
Honor and respect. Okay.
that would be my first honor and
Okay.
respect.
All right. Here's a more precise question. What do you have what do you have to offer a man that a man wants that you haven't already offered to another man?
So what do I have to offer to a man that I haven't offered already to another? That's deep. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Because he'd be the first person offering you marriage and going through with it.
Right.
What does he get that's exclusive?
That's exclusive. What
See,
does
this is a
he get
mind shift.
exclusive?
This is meant to humble y'all and bring y'all down to reality and realize, wait a minute, just because I say I want this and want that, and all he gets, what he gets from me exclusively is this vague thing called honor and respect. It's very vague. Cooking and cleaning. I mean, men can cook and clean these days. So
I mean,
so you need to understand where the men are coming from, because the
okay.
men have to pick. So the men are saying, well, wait a minute, you have 3 children, your youngest is 13. Okay, so I don't get benefit of, having first access to her womb, regardless as to the tragedy and trauma. Get it? Doesn't matter. It's the reality. Um, Cooking and cleaning. I had to learn how to cook and clean because this is a modern world. And how many days a week do you cook right now?
Um, about 4,
4 out of 7.
to be
Okay,
honest. Yeah,
so you cook half the time right now.
right now. Yeah.
So if you got married,
But
you're
I'm
gonna cook.
doing better. I'm doing
But
better.
if you got married, how many meals a week you gonna cook?
To be honest, I probably would do um maybe 5.
Okay, so your
And then
husband,
I and
so
then
so the husband gets one whole additional meal over your children. Not really a strong value proposition, man. This doesn't sound. See, I'm just lining it up.
I'm
You
only
get
saying that because
listen,
I like
listen,
to go.
listen,
Okay.
listen.
Okay. Okay.
Now listen. You already cook 4 times a week. I wanted to do an extra meal. I want to cook a meal a week for this husband. Now he got to be willing to die for me. And he got to be the stepfather to my children, and he got to be willing to do all this other kind of stuff. And he gets a woman who will give him honor and respect, one additional meal a week, and
Wow.
you're 213 pounds.
Oh,
Is that not what you
this
just
is.
said?
It is what I just said.
Okay, so why does it sound so like when you said it's like, damn, fuck? Don't you think that sounds like, what do you think that sounds to me like, well, damn?
It's
Maybe it's not such a good proposition for the man. Are the children's fathers active in their lives?
yes.
So your husband would have to deal with at least 2 other men's influence in his own home.
Mm, yeah.
And he'd be a stepfather. Do you want any more children?
It's questionable.
Do you want any more children? That's a yes or a no.
Possibly yes. Yes. I'm gonna say
Do
yes.
you want any more children?
I'm
Do
gonna
you
say
want?
yes. I'm gonna say
Do
yes.
you want how many more?
Probably just one more.
Okay. So at best, your husband would get, for being a stepfather, get 1 meal, honor and respect. He'd get 1 kid, but he'd have to be the stepfather to 1, 2, 3 children. So every dime he spent on the kids, he'd have to split for three kids and one kid. Because he couldn't just provide for his kid. He'd have to provide for the other ones too, right?
Right.
So let's say he had a son, and he decided Christmas time came, and he had $1,000 to spend.
Mm-hmm.
He'd have to not spend $1,000 on his blood. He'd have to spend $250 on his blood, and then spend $750 on some other man's blood.
Oh shit.
Does your BD gonna buy your husband's kid a Christmas gift?
Probably.
Hell no. No. So that's what you ladies are asking men to do. Hey, come over here and provide for your non-biological children instead of your biological children. I give you one and an additional meal and some honor and respect. Yeah, this doesn't sound that good a deal. You need to think about it and thank you for playing along with it, but this is how the men think. And then they roll up on you and it's like, well, damn, can I at least get you to be a dress size 4 or 6? I mean, can I get something? No, you get this. Because I'm better than I was. Okay. But they ain't getting you at the was, they're getting you now. So when you say I lose the weight for you myself, it's because you're used to being by yourself. Right?
True.
Well, then it'd be better to that man to go find a woman who already has a mindset of interdependence, not independence. So you're not really ready. You just want.
No, I am.
Okay. Go back and watch this video. I don't think so.
Okay.
You're not rude, but you want. But ready understands that I got a lot that I bring to the table. A lot of what men would call baggage.
Mm-hmm.
And is what I'm offering, does it offset that baggage? I submit that vague respect and honor and one meal a week additional does not offset all of that. I'll leave it to the men in the comment section. How many men would rush to say, I want to marry a woman and have one child and then split my resources with my one child amongst her other 3 kids? That don't sound right to you? I often wonder, how does that sound to women?
I mean,
seriously,
when you put it like that, I mean, yeah.
I mean, because seriously though, I mean, think about it. He only gets one kid, so his son is 1 year old, 3 years old, 5 years old, and he got $1,000 to spend, and he wanted to spend all $1,000 on his boy. You know, you'd say something if he didn't buy something for A, B, and C. Then who loses? You don't think his boy would be like, well, damn, you got daddies too, so you get your daddy's gift and my daddy's gift? And your daddies don't live in this house. My daddy lives in this house. My daddy's paying the rent, lights, phone, gas, groceries, everything else. And I take less as the biological child of my daddy's house with the men. That don't sound like a good deal for a man, does it?
Not really.
That's because you're looking for the 5th husband.
Okay.
You've already had the benefit of 4 husbands. And like we got here to begin with, I feel sorry for your tragedy, but you understand what I'm saying. Back in the day, to have this many children and to have had sex, you would have had to be married first. Those were the costs. Y'all have skipped all those costs, and now when you decide you want something, you want to put all the debt onto a man. That ain't cool. Mm-hmm. Just think about it.
Okay.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. That was good. I think that was good. I think that was a good example. So ladies, when you lost your virginity, husband 1. Every child was a husband. All them husbands have been